lot to say. Ay, I got a whole 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 lot to say. Ay.
Let's go, season finale. Let's go. Talk about it.
Oh, what's up, y'all? This is episode 10, aka the season finale of Bailey and Friends, man. We out here, National Bohemian, as always, our sponsors. Shout out to Stoop Kid. Shout out to everybody that done came through this bitch. We're on episode 10. We got a very special guest in the building. What's the name, King?
Kotic Couture. Excuse my voice, I'm sorry. I be working.
Nah, you just talk about how you just did version last night, right?
Yeah, how was that? Now like 808s, that's kind of your residency.
So yeah, it's like every month I think there's no way that we can fit more people in the Crown or that the Crown can get any hotter. Yeah. And then every month it happens. Yeah, definitely musty. Like the Crown has its own scent.
Y'all need to apply some Old Spice
11:30, it's like peak must. Like,
the
air be thick.
For real. A lot of y'all not using your mom's deodorant like me, and it shows.
Yeah, it be wild, but it's all love, you know. Some people just be out there, but it was lit. It was a lot of fun.
So what's the whole what's the origin behind the name version, and like is there any theme or?
So True Nature a curated version, and she had a residency at another spot. And then she moved that residency to the Crown. So originally it was called version 1.5 because it was like a branch off of that party. But then she just decided to drop the 1.5. And then she asked me, she's like, will you come through and host it? So then I like came an official part of the version team. Okay. So yeah, it was just like a branch off of, she probably got like a deeper story of like why she named it that. But it was just like a version of another residency that she had, she had moved from another location.
Yeah, it's at Rituals now, right?
It's at Crown. At the Crown.
It's
yeah.
At the Crown. Okay. All right.
But you be at Rituals sometimes, right?
I'll be everywhere. Listen, if anybody has money, I'll be there.
Okay. I like it.
If we got a cut, I'm
like
there.
Yep.
And even if not, I'll be there. But yeah, I'll be around. I feel like I've done almost every venue in Station North at this point.
Oh, where?
But
so you were born and raised in Baltimore?
No, I was born on the Eastern Shore.
Okay.
I've been in Baltimore
since
in the country. It's peak Trump support over there.
Fuck them hard.
Yeah.
I live in Pasadena, so I be seeing the Trump billboards.
Yeah. I was in the Eastern Shore when Trump got elected, and shit was real weird.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I need to go home.
I'm
not fucking with that. Yeah, I was getting weird. I won't even hold you. Like, not even exaggerating.
You just smelled hella pit beef.
I was getting weird. I was getting weird ass looks from white people, and I'm like, yo, I need to go back to Baltimore right now.
Yeah.
Yo, like,
it's wild.
Shit is scary.
After being away for a while and going back, I'm like, this is such a, like, I don't know how I grew up there. Like, I don't know how I survived there for so long.
When did you make the migration?
As soon as I graduated high school, I came over here and I
went
like
16, 17, 18?
Yeah, I'm old. So 2010, I graduated high school.
Oh, no, I meant age number.
18. I came over here 18. I thought you were talking years. I was like, nah. So I came over at 18. I went to broadcasting school, and then I moved back for a couple years.
Wait, what school did you go to?
I went to Broadcasting Institute of Maryland. It's shut down now. RIP. But I went there, and then I moved back for a couple years, and then I moved back for good in 2015. Okay. So I've been here since.
So like when you came over to Baltimore, did like you planted your flag right away as an artist, or what was the whole dynamic?
So when I first started coming to Baltimore, and I used to go to the Paradox. So when I was in the docks, I was like, I want to like. My friends were going to the Paradox because they like, you know, we want to party. I was in there. I was like, I want to know who run this shit so I can get on stage. Yeah, so I went in there. I did a couple shows. I became a part of this like promotion group. So I did like hosting a little bit. Like they let me host like the last 20 minutes of the party when everybody was going. But you gotta start somewhere. So
you gotta get how you live.
Yeah, I started there. But like originally when I was on the Eastern Shore, when I was rapping, it wasn't that many spaces for shows. So a friend of mine, like one of my close friends, started a festival. So I would rap there, but like in my school and stuff, I used to DJ. So I used to DJ everybody's Sweet 16s. I DJ'd my senior prom.
You was getting bread for it?
Yeah. And I was like, but when I moved to Baltimore, I was like, all right, I don't want to be known for a DJ. I want to be known for rapping. So when I came over here, I was strictly rapping. Like that's all that I was focused on until I like planted myself where people knew who I was. I was like, all right, now I can branch out and I can do other shit. But yeah, when I came, it was just, I was like, I'm strictly rapping.
Yeah, because when I first, I didn't really meet you, but I saw you. You were DJing at the bottom room of the Crown.
Oh, word,
Yeah, you was cutting it up, and then I saw you killed shit at the Boiler Room show.
Yep.
With
That was my
Yeah.
introduction to you. I was just like, oh, they both go like you and Trill Nature was both like,
Yeah.
this is lit. It was just I feel like because of the crowd, nobody was really like doing y'all justice, but like the club shit was
shit.
not. That shit was not
I
good.
had my shirt off.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I know you saw me.
That
I
crowd-
was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That crowd definitely made us like work for that. But
Yeah.
it's
At
it's
the
a
end, it
different.
kinda-
Yeah,
Yeah,
it came
yeah.
together.
Y'all
I
body
think
shit.
it was a difference of like,
I was banging with it.
and I hate to say that because it sounds like not when people are like it's such an age difference, but like in our era of partying, like people went and like nobody was on their phones, nobody's worried about any other shit other than partying,
Dancing and just having a good time.
And MCs were
Working the
always an
sweat out.
integral part of the party. So it's like you had an MC that was controlling the vibe of the party,
Yeah.
and you was just in it. And that has changed over time. So it was like when we was in there, the JPEG show the Boiler Room show was a lot of younger people. So we was like,
Yep.
they making us work for this shit. But in the end, I did see, I was like, it reminded me, like, I don't ever like to get comfortable. So it reminded me, it kind of like sharpened my skill a little bit. I was like, all right, we can still do this, but everything ain't going to be as easy as
right.
it
You
is.
can't use the same formula
Yeah.
every time, I guess. Yeah.
And
So
you
that was
doubled
fun.
back when JPEG came back to the Auto Bar. You also opened up
Yeah.
for him too, along with Butch and Shido.
Yeah.
So like you kind of had a relationship with JPEG before he went stupid dumb crazy.
Yeah, so I had met JPEG just like being around, just around Baltimore. Like my blessing and my curse was when I moved to Baltimore. As far as the underground scene, I didn't know how popping everybody was. So when I would meet like Butch and like Elon and Toyo and JPEG and all these people, I was like, oh, these just like regular like dope people.
Yeah.
Um,
like whole time they like
yeah, and they like
moves.
really popping
So you were
and
just
doing
kicking at
shit.
the party with him.
Like,
you
I-
didn't know it was on some industry
I
shit.
wasn't even like around like that, like hanging out a lot.
God bless you,
honestly,
J-Swan.
yeah, bless you.
Like, appreciate y'all.
Toyo was doing a going away party because he was going to the Philippines, and he had put me on the party, and JPEG was on there. And then JPEG, when he did Black Ben Carson, asked me to come open for his show.
Oh, damn.
And like he had released like the set list and like the Facebook groups. So everybody was like, I ain't coming to that shit till JPEG going. So literally, it was like one other person in JPEG the whole time I was performing. And like when I got done, I just remember him saying something to the extent he was like, "Don't let like." Nobody being in here right now, like, stop your shit. He's like, you're really fucking talented, and I believe in what you're doing. He's like, and I'm gonna hold you down. And this was like, and then when he went on that tour after that, it was like the next few months is where everything like popped off. And then he did Veteran, and then he was like going.
Yeah, that's what shit went crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when he came back for Boiler Room, it was like, I found out we was doing Boiler Room day of. Like Trill literally texted me at like 1 o'clock and was like,
Those be the best shows.
yeah, like we doing Boiler Room tonight. I was like, where's it at? Like, just let me know. And then when I was there, I ran into his manager, and his manager was like, we want you to do one of the November dates. And the first date was the Saturday version. So I was like, all right,
okay.
I probably won't be able to do the Saturday show. I was like, but I can do the Monday show. And they was like, all right. So we just kept in contact, and when it came back around, I was nervous for that show too. I was like, "This is a different crowd."
And just the fact that it was in white Baltimore.
Yeah,
I mean, you being LGBT and just a bunch of black artists. How did that feel? Like it's just like because they try to sector shit off.
yeah, it ain't new. Like I've always been aware of that, but also I know I'm the shit. Like I know how to work
Period.
rooms.
I told you since day one you were a bad bitch.
Yo, I always knew. I'm like, I've learned over time. Like it used to like really upset me when people like wouldn't move at shows and they just be like standing there. And now I realize
Bro,
it's like,
what?
all right, people don't always know you, so they trying to like digest what's going on. So I'm like, I know I'm talented. I know I got this. As long as one person in this building knows that I can do shit, which they do, I'm just gonna go do what I'm supposed to do.
Definitely got that energy.
Yeah, so I feel like I definitely won that crowd over. But a lot of people that came to the Boiler Room, so they was like they were already kind of hip. They just didn't hear me rap. So I was like, all right, I set out to like win motherfuckers over every time I do something. So
you did just that.
it was good. Thank you. I try.
Yeah, and like speaking on the LGBT thing, like just the whole presence of it. I mean, you got Abdul, you got Uncle Lulu.
Yeah,
And just,
Didi
I
Ham.
actually saw you in this one video.
Yeah,
He
that's
said-
that's my mentor. That's I mean, he's one of my closest friends, but that's the person. Him and TT.
Which one?
DDM.
TT the artist.
Yeah. So him
She's
and
dope.
TT.
I actually went
she
to a
is.
Kayla Uchis show and she opened
Yeah.
for.
At Ramshead.
Yeah, it was the first time I
Yeah.
saw her. That was like 2 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, they were very integral. The three of them, Abdu, TT, and DDM, to like. Station North was just white people. Like it was just white,
Was it
like
really?
grunge. Like it was like the Micah scene.
Yeah.
So it was like
It was like
TT.
probably when the punk shit before.
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
I just started coming around like not
Yeah.
even a year ago, so I don't know.
It was heavily white. It was
Okay.
heavily white. It was heavily like warehouse, underground. Like people was doing shit in a house. And TT
Everything,
and
yeah.
DDM, like shit, TT, DDM, and Abdu shifted that. And
Really?
then it was like they came in and it was like they were the people that opened the doors for black artists. And it just so happened
You
that
would
all
call
three of
them
them
the
was queer.
forefathers?
Like, yeah, definitely of this art shit for the black people, definitely.
But not on like a queer aspect.
Just
It was
in general.
They were just the ones.
And they were
Okay.
the people that got in there and was like, we about to take this shit over. From
Around
like what I
year-
saw.
What year did you see that shift that you're speaking of?
So I knew DDM since 2010.
Really talented, by the way.
Yes, very talented. I've known him since 2010. So when I moved to Baltimore, the same year that I moved to Baltimore, the Paradox closed. So I like hit him up and I was like, I really don't know what to do and like where my career was going to go because that was the only place that we knew. He was like, you got to get in Station North. So I hit up TT and TT had an Artscape stage in 2015. She put me on that. And then she did, Abdu and TT teamed up and did something called Cunt Fest during Pride. They took over the red room and the blue room in the Crown. And then TT put me on that in 2016. And from June of 2016 to June of 2017, I had a gig every weekend. Just off me doing that party, I just kept running into people everywhere I went. So yeah, they've
just
really
creating
like
that network.
they've laid the groundwork for Station North and how like we supposed to get out here and move. So I'm very
Word.
thankful to them. They definitely set the tone.
You put me on to some game. Like I kind of like I really
didn't know.
Yeah.
I wasn't really on the scene until like 2016, and I was like fresh, so I didn't even know nobody for real. I knew like,
Yeah,
people.
and I'm
So
a
that's-
nerd. I like to know like where shit came from.
Yeah.
Me
Me
too, bro.
So
I love that. I
yeah,
mean, that's why I started. this
yeah.
shit,
I
just
like to know where shit came from. So I'm always like, how did this happen? Just like trace it back.
really get the history. So
Yeah.
how old are you?
I'll be 28 in 2 months.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Why you say it like that?
Good. I know it's not old, but it just feels so old. I'm like,
Bro,
damn,
I'm
about to be
22 and I feel
28.
old.
I was about to
Yeah,
say,
true
I'll be
facts.
24 this year, and I feel like yo,
Yeah.
that's
No,
scary.
Jay is old.
I know. I had a breakdown when I turned
Right.
25. I was like,
Yeah.
damn. But I feel good now. But yeah, I'm about to be 28.
Mm.
So it's still young. Like it's still like
Yeah,
peak like prime season. So it ain't that bad.
So what are you working on in the future? You just dropped you dropped the Middle Child freestyle, and then you
Oh yeah.
what's the name of the new
Forgot
song
about
you dropped? I fuck
Growing
with it.
Pains.
Yeah.
Growing Pains,
Pains.
yeah,
Thank you.
Mm.
You coming out with a project or
Right now I'm just dropping shit really.
singles?
I did a project last year called Diary of a Dreamer. It's almost been a
I
year.
remember that.
Yeah, so I
Saw
dropped
when I
that.
did my research. Yep.
I dropped that in May, but that project was just like a lot on me. Like it was an emotional project. A lot of shit happened in my personal life around that time. So like
Yeah.
everything associated with that project, I was like, it's a wrap. So I really want to I'm putting out shit to see what people vibe with before I like go into the direction of like an album.
Okay.
Before I see where I want to go. So I'm really just like, I feel like I'm out here like growing and learning all over again.
How's your personal life nowadays?
It's good. You know, I'm managing. Shout out to State Insurance because I done started therapy. So that's been helping a lot. I've been trying to get
Quiet as
myself
cat,
together.
man. Therapy, man. I think everybody needs it.
Yeah, definitely. I think it used to be a stigma around it, but
Yeah.
I'm like, nah.
Because like you can talk to your homie about what's going on, but it's something to be said about an outside source that has no relation to you
Yeah.
or anybody you're
There's
dealing
no
with.
bias.
Somebody
Yeah.
who's causing you that trauma. You don't get a bias.
Right.
You don't get a biased aspect of what's going on. You just get somebody who don't know what the fuck's going on, and they just
they
tell
give their
you
input.
if you give it to them in the right way. Because
Right.
you can manipulate therapy. if
You can. I've seen people do it.
Yeah.
I've seen people
just
do
go
it.
to therapy and just like twist they own there. But if you're completely honest, it can like change your life. You know,
It can. And also it's like a lot of people aren't like taught to deal with shit. So it's not even that like your homeboy don't want to like help you. It's just like they don't know. They don't know what to say. They don't know how to help. It's like they're not trained for that.
Right.
So
like some people just don't really know how to handle it.
Right.
Carry like the mental capacity to really like get you the help.
Yes.
Yeah, and I actually have a minor in psychology, so like. And just like when I was doing the whole therapy shit, they were just speaking on context and shit, and just how important it is to just have that third party and all that.
I was a sociology major before I dropped out, so I'm like the same. I like to like pay attention to how people do shit and be like, all right, I see the signs. I'm gonna stay away from that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Basically, you would say you broke at the Crown.
I get. Yes. So yes, I feel like my first opening was like in the docks to like open my eyes to things. But I definitely like, even though the Crown is some shit sometimes,
that's what we
like
gonna talk about.
the Crown is some shit sometimes.
Don't get ahead of me.
But I am gonna say I'm very thankful to the Crown, because although I know it's my talent that like put it out there, the Crown, when I started, the Crown, the way that it looks at 808s, the way that it looks at Version, the Crown used to look like that every weekend, regardless of what was going on. So if you did a show at the Crown, you kind of had a luxury because you knew it was going to be people in there. Exactly. So then from there, it was like, all right, I just got to get myself out there. I gotta tell people where to follow me. I gotta keep going on shit. And when I was doing shows every weekend in the Crown, it was like people like, damn, every time I come here, whether it be performing or hosting, like every time I come here, you're here. Yeah. So it's like that was a solid place that really helped me build. So the Crown, a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, nah, it's really just, I feel like just
Crown
culturally.
be musty.
Yeah. Like culturally, the Crown is important just because like it is one area that just like a bunch of artists can go to and then like perform at. Like it's really there for us, but it's just.
If you just look at the artists that perform, like,
we've created the history.
Exactly. Yeah,
we've created the history, and they've given us the building to create it in.
Right. They literally it's just a space.
Yeah.
It's just a little strange because the whole dynamic, it's a Korean restaurant. They don't really give a fuck about the art.
It's been multiple things. Like
I'm sure it has.
It's been multiple things. Like it's so interesting to see because like when I first started going to the Crown, that the whole wall that's on like the right hand side used to be a fucking smoke shop. It was like a smoke shop for a little bit. Then they bought out the smoke shop. So then it was like
Aaron was telling us about that.
Yeah, then it was like a karaoke bar over there. And then
is that what that little room is when you first go in?
So then they turned it into dressing rooms because like we had brought Baby Mother out here for
shout out Baby Mother, bro. She was at the Earl show. I didn't know she went crazy.
We brought her out here for New Year's, and it was a green room then. Like they were green rooms, and now it's just like
which room?
Like as soon as you walk in there, it was like there's like a room.
Like it's got like blacked out windows. Like when you first walk in,
that's that Korean mafia shit.
Yeah, so it's like 2 rooms in there, but then it was green rooms for a little bit, but now I don't think it's anything.
It's not anything.
Yeah. It's whatever.
I'd be real curious as to what's in there, but I'll probably never find out.
Nah, there's probably some ritual shit going on. Not the venue. But
keep me out of it.
Anyway.
I'm good.
Yeah. I just grabbed the mic sleeve.
Yeah, I'm good, yeah. I cleanse my slate every time I walk out there, bitch. Like,
but yeah, so I went to a community meeting at the DKTM house, and we were kind of running it and all.
I just like to talk.
No, that's why you're here. Nah, I don't fuck with no shy motherfucker. But yeah, so I mean, you had a lot to say. Would you say you formed the renaissance of this shit and all that?
Damn. Okay, I'll accept that.
I'll accept that.
I wouldn't give that, but I'll accept that. How people see that.
Yeah. So, what advice would you have for these new up and coming curators and artists, like in terms of just how you need to move? Because I mean, you had a lot to say.
It's hard. It's definitely hard, and I think when you look at people like, and this ain't like big, like I'm not trying to be like cocky, but when you look at like Kay and myself and like Dylan, like when we curate things, I think people on the outside see it and they're like, I can do this. It looks easy because we've been doing it for so long and we fucked up so many times. It's not easy. So you really just gotta, I'm very into being in the moment and everything that you're doing and learning from what you're doing. So your first party might be a wash, but like Version started in the blue room. Version started in the blue room and it outgrew the blue room and they put us in the red room. Like everything starts from somewhere. Yeah. So really you just got to keep doing it.
Tweet. You said 808's too popping for the blue room.
808's been too popping for the blue room.
For like,
especially now.
Right now when Deetranada was there, like it was, I literally spent an hour downstairs. I seen Dee when she was coming in. I was like, what time you perform, sis? She's like, all right, I'm going on around 1. I was like, I'll be back. I'm going downstairs because there was so many people. Like 808s is already packed. Like, but you couldn't get out because everybody was trying to walk in and out the blue room at
Tony
one time.
Had his hands full.
Yeah, like Tony had to clear everybody out the hallway. Yeah.
Yo, when Tony's overwhelmed, it's a wild thing.
Yeah, so I was like,
because that man
808s
Tony
is too
is the
poppin'.
#1 gatekeeper.
Yeah, Tony lit though. I love Tony.
He be holding his down.
Yeah, but 808s is too popping.
I'll leave.
I mean, for the blue room.
I've been showed them my ID. I'll leave, get some fresh air, dap. Like 2 people that will come back in. ID.
Yeah.
You just saw him. You saw this sweater.
Tony be like,
This
I'm on
is
my
Dior.
job, right?
Like, I know you ain't never seen this sweater before. You know this is nigga, bro.
Tony's like, you gonna do what the fuck I say every time you come in this bitch.
Yeah, right. Or you're not getting in.
No, you're not getting
How many
in.
cool people though, you know?
Yeah.
Really, but
I
you
feel
just
like
got
he
keep
really
at
do
it.
give a fuck, low key.
He does, and that's the thing. Everybody look at Tony and they be like, Tony an
Grumpy
asshole.
ass old man.
But
not an asshole
I'm gonna
at
tell you the
all. Like,
truth.
he's
really
I'm gonna tell you
not.
the
He's a
truth.
cool dude.
The
Yeah.
reason why I fuck with the Crown is because like
It's a family.
it is, and it's not only that. It's like when I first started going out, the Crown was the only place that like you could go and you knew you were amongst a mix of people, but you knew wasn't nobody gonna stand for no bullshit. Like I hate safe space because it's like you can't really control other people's actions in that space. But it's like you knew if you went in there and somebody was on some like nut ass shit and you told somebody, they'd be like, you gotta go.
Yep.
Like
They gonna stand up for you.
they protected like people in that space. So that's why I started going there. And Tony give a fuck. Like Tony give a fuck. And Tony to this day, like look out for me. Look out for if I be like, oh Tony, I know such and such, he'd be like, all right. That's all you gotta say.
Yeah, right. No, at
like,
the end of the day, I feel like he just want to make sure everybody's safe.
Yeah, for real. And he cared.
Like,
it's just
right.
that's just his demeanor. Like that's just who he is.
Right.
But he really do give a
It's
fuck
funny,
about
I
what's
just
going
saw
on in there.
like Kylo had posted some video of like she was just like turned up in the crowd and like Tony was in there just mobbing and shit.
Yeah.
Like, hey, yo, Tony cool.
Yeah.
Tony cool people, bro.
Tony lit.
cool people,
Tony
man.
lit. Every time
Yeah.
I DJ in there, Tony be like, "What time you playing?" Cause I'm coming upstairs. Tony lit. I
Oh, yeah,
fuck
man,
with
shout out
Tony
to
be
Tony.
outside just like putting his hands together like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he be on his old head shit.
Yeah.
Say yeah,
all y'all
man.
is my bitches.
right.
Pretty much though.
Tony lit. I love
we all
Tony.
his bitch.
Like when you in this
Whatever
bitch, you
he
gonna
say,
do what I
go.
say exactly.
Remember, because shout out to K, by the way, 808s, you know what I'm saying? Great residency.
Yes.
But we just had the one, you spoke on it, D Trinata.
Yeah.
And then he had to send everybody downstairs.
Yo, literally,
He
like
had to
it
put
was
everybody
ridiculous.
on timeout real quick.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was too much. Like I was outside and I literally seen everybody coming out. I was like, did something get shut down?
Yeah.
But it was like, nah, Tony told us we had to come downstairs for a
'cause
minute.
I was talking to Butch and I was like, yo, what happened upstairs? He was like, I don't know, bro. All I know is Tony got a mean right hook and I know
Yeah.
Everybody,
So, Tony
everybody better
don't play.
listen to it, man.
Yeah, Tony don't
I bet you
play.
got a mean one.
Yeah, but they need to switch that. 808s need to be in a red room.
They need to get the new speakers too. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Cause,
But
bass-
you think it might just be like politics with what's going on in the red room? Because I know that's
'Cause
when
that's
they do like
the white karaoke
That's when they do the
bar.
karaoke shit.
Yeah.
Even though it'd be way more people
well,
in
it's
there.
not really white people, I wouldn't say, but it's a more polished karaoke. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say it like this. Shout out to the Crown.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah,
have done me
yeah.
good. I appreciate y'all who work there. I will say, as far as curating things, I think the people who run it have a great business acumen as far as running things within that building and making sure things go off without a hitch. Where I think they lack is understanding the culture and
yeah.
the people who are bringing things in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because if you had somebody who was more in tune, you would say, okay, karaoke has a lot of bodies because people are like, oh, we're doing karaoke. So that's like 15 people deep going to go, probably 2 of them going to sing,
Yeah,
everybody there for the vibe. You could put that downstairs in your restaurant.
For real.
You can make your restaurant more money. You could find a decent ass DJ to be in the blue room. That's a free cover for the overflow of people who not in karaoke. And then 808s could be in the red room.
Yes, sir.
And then it's not as hectic. You have the bodies in the room. You have the space that you need, and that everybody else is satisfied.
It honestly makes things easier for everyone.
Yeah. So I think it's just like people not even out of touch. It's just like sometimes people get used to a flow and how things go, and they're like,
Yeah.
okay,
Like,
this
they don't
has
wanna
been
stay
here for
on.
this amount of time, and they might not want to butt heads with the person organizing it. But sometimes being in charge of your shit means that you have to do things that's going to make other people upset. And I think that that's a call that needs to be made because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, black people are bringing money into the crown.
Yeah,
we're the ones bringing money into the crown.
Without a question.
And then it seemed real disrespectful
and
when the
exponential
people
numbers too.
and it's feel disrespectful when the people that's bringing your money in
and y'all
here
fried
are felt
rice
like
$20.
Hey, they food is expensive.
That shit fire.
They food is expensive.
Nah, but we just.
But it's like it's disrespect. It's like it comes off as disrespect. Like you're not respecting the people who bring in the money in here.
Yeah.
Like y'all getting paid, but y'all getting paid off us.
Yeah, that bring like 10 heads out.
You know what? I ain't got much to say.
I'm sorry, Carl.
No. I'm with you. I'm with you. I ain't got much to say, but I agree.
Listen, personally, as a white man, you know, I hate white people that try to shit on other white people for the acceptance of Black Twitter or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna just say right now, you know what I'm saying? Black people, they keep the crown lights on. That's all I'm gonna say right now.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I saw that the first month I was out here.
Yeah, like you definitely gonna have traffic through there always because you've created a name at this point, but Black people would have helped you, and people of color would have helped you
without a question
create this name. Yeah. So it's just like, and it's Black History Month, so they're gonna hear me talk my shit. Like you need to just show.
Black History
Okay, well this is being spoken. Every month is Black History Month. Every month is Black History Month, but this is like being said on my ancestors supporting me on this one. Like Black people need to. When we bring shit in there, it should be like okay, and not even. And this is coming from a space where I'm at that position now, but it's like. If somebody who has a better pool or like a bigger pool is bringing something in at the same time, another thing is happening that doesn't have as large as a pool. As a business, you should want them to like make as much as they can, but it really is beneficial to them because only so many people can fit in the blue room. Yeah. K charge a cover. They only making money off the bar, but even at the same time, you fucking up because so many people are in that room. People are going to the red room to go to the bar. I just paid it.
Yeah,
I was like, I just paid it. I was like, I'm gonna leave it alone.
You did it right there. Just keep going.
I didn't even blink. I caught it, but I was like, I'm gonna pay it.
Yo, I be on bullshit. I be on bullshit 99% of the time, my good man. But
it's just like, I don't know. It's just like, to me, the way I think about business, I would run it completely different.
Yeah, for sure.
But, of course. I mean, yeah, it's, you know.
To each their own.
What?
To each their own.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what?
There's a million different things they could do, but I don't know. Like,
just as long as you have my money at the end.
I mean, of course, hindsight is 20/20, and you know, an outside perspective is the clearest view.
Right.
So of course, you know, they're not going to see what we see.
Right.
They're making money regardless.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
They just
and that's the thing.
And they
aren't kind of blinded by the green.
Yeah.
And like their hands aren't as deep into the scene as we are.
And
so
that's
they're not
the
really
thing.
seeing shit.
That's
like,
the thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I think that's why. It's like when artists talk about, like when artists get snubbed for an award and they talk like passionately about like why they think they should have got it because they know all the work that go into it. Yeah. So like when we co-signing the people that we fuck with and we're like, people deserve this because we see what's going into it. Yeah. So it's not even coming from a like off a hierarchy type shit. It's like, no, I see the shit that these people are doing and they deserve to like make their money off that. It is. And other cities don't have the culture that we have. Yeah. So it's like if some people, if they like, some people could be like, all right, this shit ain't running the way that I want it to, so I give up. And that would be so shitty if we lost something just because of like business politics.
For real.
So
like, it's bad enough like the way just I think there's not enough venues around, so it's just like for us to lose something as like culturally significant for us as the Crown, it would be like detrimental.
Yeah,
it would be that like we love the shit on the Crown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. But at the same time,
it's like our second job. But at the same time,
but like the Crown is important.
It's like your sibling. It's like I can talk about my sibling, but you can't say shit. Like it's like that. Like we've been through
I love that venue.
Like we've been through the shit in the Crown, so it's like we can talk about the Crown because we've been through the shit in there. But like when outside people try to dog the Crown, we're like, calm down.
Yeah,
calm down.
Because you know, bro,
like, you don't know.
Switching gears, when you came in here, I said, all right, let's get this out the way. What's the pronouns and all that? You know what I'm saying? And you said they and them.
Yeah.
And listen, I grew up in Glen Burnie.
Right.
And of course, I've never been homophobic.
Right.
But see, being homophobic in Glen Burnie and being in the art scene is completely different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker that has complete tolerance and Glen would come off as homophobic in Baltimore,
right?
Just because the art scene just respects that community so
Very
much and
so.
all that, and like I asked you your pronouns, you said they and them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? How do you feel when you leave that space of the art scene? Because obviously you just hold such high regard in there. You being a veteran of the shit, and also just because you know you're talented and dope.
Thank you.
Like how do you deal with the disrespect level that some people may still bring? You know, the older community and just all that stuff.
Sometimes it's fun to me. Like I like a challenge, and I think sometimes what's your sign? That's why I'm white. What's your sign? Libra. Okay.
No,
what's your
it's
sign?
Definitely a challenge.
Huh?
What's your sign?
Oh, I'm a Leo.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why we get along.
That makes sense. But
assholes.
It's like little things like at my 9 to 5, like at my day job, we even have like pronoun pins. And you have some people that ask you about them. I work at Warby Parker.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, it's glasses.
That's good to know. Glasses, yeah.
Glasses,
they sell fire glasses.
Yeah.
They be kind of hard.
Don't
Laura work in there too?
Yeah. I wore contacts last night and I had makeup on, and when I took my contact out, it was purple because my makeup had like sweat into my contacts. So my eyes are chilling today. But I mean, it's some people who come in there and it's like they see the pronoun pins and they ask about it, and then they purposely disrespectful. And it's like, I think sometimes because of the way that I speak and the way that I carry myself, because I refuse to code switch for white people, I think people equate like the way that I carry myself with like ignorance or stupidity.
Especially older white people.
Yeah, and they be trying it, and I'd be like, nah, bitch, you finna catch this today. So I don't let it. Right. I don't let it affect me, but I don't think I'm sensitive about it, but I'm like stern about it because I feel like me having the reach that I have is my responsibility for people who come in after me. Because
so you deal with it in a respectful manner.
Yeah, because so I when I was in school and I was taking a sociology class, and I grew up on the Eastern Shore, so there was like literally, to our knowledge at the time, there was one trans woman like in the town. Damn. And she came and she spoke to our sociology class.
That was different. That was crazy.
Yeah, and she was like, you know, I might be the only trans person that somebody meets. So for me, it's like, if I'm in these situations, because as much as I'm around a lot of art people, like I'm around a lot of like West Side Hood niggas at the same time. Like, and if they ask me, I'm going to like explain to them because people only know what they know.
Yeah, because there was a spat recently. I'm not gonna name any names, but you know what I'm saying. Like
I already know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah,
I saw it.
But and shit like that to me is crazy because the person who is in that reaches out to me and tell me that they respect me as an artist and who I am as a person, but then fire off shit like that.
I don't find it. I'm not gonna say I don't find it disrespectful, but like I understand because hood dudes, you know what I'm saying? They grew up in that environment. So be tough, posture. You know what I'm saying? All that gay shit, man. I'm not with it. But like, you know what I'm saying? That's all they know.
It is all you know, but at the same time,
you gotta
it's like,
inform yourself, especially in 2020.
And it doesn't mean that you have to change your belief system. Yeah. But like at the end of the day, if you listen to somebody explain who they are, it's going to make sense. Yeah. And now, if you agree with it, that's one thing, but you don't have to agree with somebody to like respect them as a person. It's people out here who I bump shoulders with all the time who like I don't agree with their politics. I don't agree with the way that they carry things out. Yeah. But at the end of the day, like that's another person. So I'm going to give you the common courtesy and respect as a human, and I'm going to treat you the way that you want to be treated, but I'm going to recognize that we disagree on certain ideals. Like, and you can still treat me with respect and respect who I am.
I really respect people who can deal with people who they don't agree with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was watching Joe Rogan recently. He had Ben Shapiro on, and he's like,
Joe Rogan an asshole.
I fuck with Joe Rogan.
Nah, cause he be saying nigga and shit. I don't fuck with
that. For real?
I heard clips. That's the old Fear Factor nigga. Like the hard R.
I mean, either way, it's not a good look.
Yeah, right. But like,
okay, but look, if it's A, it's like corny and like fuck him. But if it's R,
it's like, still fucking either way.
Like
because he do a podcast, canceled. Right? He do a podcast. Yeah. I've heard like audio clips. I'ma find him. Either way.
I'm not really up on him like that.
I heard, and because I was like, ain't this that clown nigga that did Fear Factor? Like, I've heard him. Unless I'm tripping,
really hard R?
I've heard him say it.
Say it ain't so, Joe.
Like I said, I've heard him.
Okay, I'm like a big fan of his podcast.
Yeah, I heard the
that
shit.
That fucking sucks.
Like I heard the shit. Now I don't know if his team is like
buried
it by now, but like I've heard it. I heard the shit.
Damn it!
I just fucked everything up for you.
I cannot keep up with how many people are canceled in this.
I mean, but at the end of the day, so I'm gonna say a lot of shit today that people probably gonna get mad at. I don't believe in cancel culture.
Yeah, because that shit don't work.
At the end of the day, I believe in holding people accountable, but some people not gonna have the same level of respect that you have.
Yeah. And I feel like it's different when you bringing up somebody tweets from like 2012. Like it was a whole different person. Like
you mean like when Brother Nature tweeted like I'm a Nazi and shit.
I mean, like, shit in general. I mean, it's happened countless times.
I've said shit like I've had to hit up like when I was coming up. It was one producer like my close friend I was telling you about that did the festival, Tizra. It was one producer I was solely working with, and he used to tell me shit because he was exposed to more. Like I used to say like the R word, like in my raps, and I'd be like, around the people I'm around, like that's slang that we use. Or I would just say certain shit because of what I was exposed
What's
to.
What's the R word?
Like
retard?
Because it's not. Cause, and when I was young, I was like, everybody used to say.
Nah, listen, I had an odd future phase when I was in high school. So trust me, 2014, 2015, I was wilding.
And that's what I'm saying. I look at old tweets, but I look at old tweets.
It was a bad time for everybody.
But I've grown. But that's another thing is I believe in you have to let people grow. Yeah. Like you gotta let people grow, and you gotta hold them. I hold people like accountable to their actions.
Because we had this conversation. We've had it a couple times. You know, in 2011, dudes just used to throw around the F word.
Yeah,
and it was
a lot.
Like,
and it was
just how people talk.
Different.
Just
how people talk.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And like, that's what's it called? What's the word? There's no tolerance for that.
Yeah,
now. You cannot say that.
Yeah,
shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like. It's just an adjustment period.
It is.
Just, it's got to be more respectful. You got to watch what you say.
It's realizing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because a lot of more people have more, they're coming out more as who they are.
Yeah.
And they're being more comfortable, not just gay. You know what I'm saying? Just more their views in general.
Yeah.
So you just got to respect that. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's why I hold with the pronoun shit is like if you predominantly around straight people or like cis men. So the only time that
cis?
Cis is like when you are it's
is
when
that how you say it, cis?
Cis, yeah. Okay. How you been saying it?
Kiss.
Yeah, so cis just means that you are like you align with the gender that you were assigned at birth.
Yeah, I've been on LGBT Twitter before, and like I just hear cis straight white male is like the devil.
Like cis hetero.
I am that
white devil.
So like, does that mean I'm
white devil?
No,
definitely not. Nah,
you like all the worst things.
Yeah,
literally, I'm white.
In the grand scheme of things, straight. Looking at you, you're the devil. But like getting to know you, no, you are the equivalent of like you in that box. But then again, you hold that like you can't.
I would like to use my privilege for good though.
But also, if you don't want people to put you in a box, you can't I just can't look at every straight white man and be like, he's some shit. Now I walk in there with a 95% like he ain't shit.
Right.
And then I'll be like, but I'm gonna give you that 5% to see who you are. But so that's
so what about me when you first met me? Because I was fucking with you heavy.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
How did you feel about me?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. A lot like of all y'all that I met at the same time, and I went home and I told my friends this. I was like, I really fuck with, and I hate to keep calling y'all younger, but it's just that y'all like younger than me. It's just like it's a different mindset. I was like, I fuck with the younger people, like the people that's coming up. I was like, because the thing about y'all is like y'all know who y'all are, and y'all have had different experiences of like people. Mm-hmm. So what I respect about everybody, what I respect about everybody is like I feel like all y'all like treat me the way that I want to be treated, and I fuck with that because it's like y'all care. Because even when I came in, I'm always bitching about dapping people up on Twitter, and then when you dap me up, you was like my bad, and I thought it was so funny because I'm always like, I don't want to stab nobody either, and I just hate dapping people up. I don't know, it's just me. No,
my default. Is
no, exactly, but that's the thing. But that's the same mindset. It's like when I see my friends, we hug each other, but it's like when y'all friends, that's how y'all greet each other. So it's like that's what I'm saying. It's like people being conscious of like, oh, I see this person for who they are, and I know this is how they want to be treated. And it's and I respect that, and I appreciate that.
And when I was younger, I mean, I wasn't, I was different, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like I just respect the shit out of anybody
Yeah.
that just beats himself. And that's why I have the utmost respect for you, you know what I'm saying? That's why I put you on the season finale. I always reserve a special guest for the season finale. Because I just know that like everybody's special that I've had on.
Right.
Like, you got that glow about you, you know what I'm saying?
Thank
that,
you.
like,
Shout out to skincare.
my girls, they telling me to moisturize. I wake up with a face mask on. I'm like, how does it get on me?
Yeah, it's
Girl,
important.
like,
It make you feel different.
she run around the corner like,
Yeah, she got you.
She got that
Got
face
you hooked
mask
up.
on me.
Okay.
Hey, that charcoal go crazy. Y'all need to
Listen, I'm saying.
I'm not up on it.
But yeah.
But yeah, just that
Fuck with
respect
y'all.
level and all that. You know what I'm saying? You experienced that in the art scene.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I mean, but I think culturally it's different for me in Baltimore too, because I'm lucky enough to be across multiple scenes. So like Be More Than Dance.
What you
like,
mean multiple scenes?
Like, cause you have like everything is segregated in the city. You got the art scene, and then you got like
the street scene,
the trap
which
scene,
is right down the street.
Yeah, exactly.
I've
but then
been
you,
there.
yeah,
That's where
you
I
got the
came up.
dance scene.
That's where I came up.
Everything is different. So it's
Dance
like
scene,
I've luckily known like so many people. So like when I go into the dance scene, I'm lucky to get the cosigns of like the higher up. Like Neek from Be More Than Dance is somebody who's co-signed me like as an MC, like as a person. So I can go into a Be More Than Dance event and everybody be like, oh shit, like that's Couture. I know certain like, I don't like know him like that, but I've like met stars.
Fire,
like, thank you.
I gotta say,
try.
like, because my name is trash. You know what I'm saying? Jay Swan's name is fire.
Nah,
like,
yeah.
I'm sick of you motherfuckers with good names, by the way. But
I've had this since I was like
No.
15. I've just been lucky to be across multiple scenes, but I'm also lucky to come up in Baltimore because in club culture with like Miss Tony, it's always been like queer people in the forefront because queer
Baltimore
people
is just
created
so,
house
like,
music. Like,
not to be disrespectful, but it's just like so gay. You know what
yeah,
I'm
it
saying?
is. It really is.
It is.
Honestly, it is.
And that's the
That's
thing is
dope
like,
as fuck.
it's the culture of the
Yeah.
city. Like everything that's rooted in the culture of this city comes from queer people. Like it comes from gay people.
Yeah, like going back to Big
And
Tony and shit.
Hey,
Yeah.
I actually saw a tweet the other day. It was like, yo, like no creative process has been formed without a feminine thought.
Without.
You know what I'm saying? Like everything creative, you gotta tap into your feminine side.
And that's why
you know
it's so
what I'm saying?
important.
I'm so tolerable with just the whole community. I love y'all. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
so
Y'all bring
important.
So much.
It's so important, and that's why it's important for these niggas to be make sure that you have women, make sure you have like queer people, make sure you have like
I
non-binary
got a
people on your
videographer
lines
on my
up.
team. She's female. She
Yeah,
has to
like
be. You know what
but
I'm
it's like
saying?
even I seen lineups for so long, like it was just men and it was just straight men and it was like all they homeboys like and all the shit was dumb.
That's what I struggle with these episodes, you know what I'm saying? Season finale, Bailey and Friends, sponsored by National Bohemian, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I thought it was very important to get a good balance of women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Men. And just, you know, like you on the season finale, I just thought that was perfect. You know what I'm saying? You need to represent all sides.
You have to, and it's
just
like
so important to move forward.
It's grown a lot.
Because we all gonna be light skinned in the future.
Right.
We all gonna be low key. You never saw that picture? It was like, yo, in 2100, we gonna all look like Kyle.
Yo, it's funny as shit because that's really the picture. Like I know exactly what picture you're talking about.
I ain't never seen this.
Yeah, no.
I might be on the wrong internet. I might be on the wrong internet.
Nah, but we all gonna be light skinned, bro, because everything is just melting together. You know what I'm saying?
But it's important in that melting to keep the culture, like to make sure people know the culture. And that's the good thing about Baltimore is like, and I love to see it because y'all know Damn Cam.
Yeah.
So she just did her birthday party. So at her birthday party, I got there and Cam came up to me. She was like, "Can you get on the mic?" I was like, "This your birthday?
Can
like,
I get on the
I'll do it." So like, but it was like all straight niggas and a whole bunch of hood niggas in there. And Cam was like, "This the most lit motherfucker on the mic." And I just heard somebody say, "If Cam say it, it's stamped." So I was like, "Okay."
Say, hey, all right.
And as soon as I got on the mic and the club shit dropped, everybody was like, oh shit, because it's like it's the culture. It's club like it's a club music. It's the culture. And then I had so many people be like, and I had so many people come up and be like, yo, like you killed that shit. But looking at me, they be ready to write it off. They be like, I ain't about to fuck with this.
How do you think I feel?
Right? No, I ain't gonna.
Yo, y'all ready to go crazy?
I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people do be like slurring white rappers, and I be like,
I'm really good,
I see
though.
it.
That's the crazy
but
part.
when I listen, I'm not gonna lie. I listened to your project. I listened to the whole
Sad
project.
about it out now.
And when I
streaming
got
platforms.
to because I'm horrible with names.
Hannah Part 3?
Yes.
That's the last song.
When I got to that shit at the end, I was listening to it because I be doing paperwork at work. Like I be filing people paperwork and shit. I was filing it, and it came on. I was like, I had to make sure I was back there by myself. I took my headphones out and I turned the shit all the way up. I was like, all right, wait. Does this really go like how? Like this really went the fuck off. So I was like, I'm gonna wait. So then I got in my car. I put it on in my car. I was like, this is ridiculous. Yeah, like, and it was just like the perfect end because you went through like a lot of shit on that project. And when I got to the end, I was like,
yeah, bro.
Okay, I can confidently co-sign you. Like I was there throughout the project, but like when I got to the end, and did I message you that or did I tweet it? And I was like, this, that went the fuck off. I was like, that went the fuck off. Of course.
Because you know what I'm saying? Just like for people to acknowledge me, you know, I mean, that mean a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, when you get on the mic, you do club music, it's a lot of hood dudes, you're LGBT, so like they like write that shit off.
Right.
Same thing with me.
Right.
When I get on the mic, it's like, oh, this is white ass motherfucker. Like,
I haven't got the chance to see you perform. I don't think I've got a chance to see you perform. Yeah, I've seen
going
videos, but I haven't been in the room. But I like been in a room when like Griff start, and I just see the looks people give Griff like when he about to start. And so I'm very aware of it. And it's the same looks I get when I'm in a room full of people that don't know who I am. So yeah, it's like a what the fuck is about to happen.
It's a weird connection
type
in
thing.
the hip hop culture between gay artists and white people.
Yeah, because I mean, everybody look at y'all like this another white person who want to be a part of the culture. Yeah, and then like everybody look at us and be like, here another like gay person that trying to spread this agenda shit. And then so it's like it's always like
How do you
that
feel
vibe.
about that?
I be saying,
hold up. Before we start that gay agenda, I gotta take a potty break. Okay. I'm sorry. I got pee so bad. Yo, I'm sorry. But anyway, shout out to Bill. You know, Bill's been a good friend of mine for a while now, and he got you on that remix.
On the Vote remix.
And just the
that
fact
shit
that
is
it
hard.
was,
I wasn't even expecting that shit went crazy.
Thank you.
Just the fact that it was called Vogue.
Yeah.
The whole like that message behind it and all that. That was really hard.
I love when everybody so humbly is like, will you do this track? And I'm like, yes, send it to me. Like, but I also appreciate the fact that people, like I literally like, and another reason why I fuck with y'all is because niggas don't rap no more. Like mainstream niggas don't rap no more. All the underground people are the ones that's rapping. So when everybody's like, can I get you on the track? I'm like, yes, this is the shit. Like Tromac just sent me beats and Tromac was like, you can pick between two of them. I was like, ain't no picking, nigga. Like I'm using both of them. I was like, I'm gonna do something to both of them. I was like, cause that's the type of shit I need. Like people don't be rapping. So that's another reason why I just fuck with underground shit. Cause you can like feel the hunger in everything that people do.
And just the substance.
Yeah.
You know
it's like you can feel it.
It's not just off some, I gotta drop this album.
Yeah.
End of my contract.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? We just making the shit because we love it.
You can feel it.
I am not making any money. In fact, I'm losing money.
Okay. At the end of the day, and that's how you know you really love some shit. That's how you know you really love some shit.
5 minutes down the street, I give my soul to this fucking warehouse just to do this shit.
Yeah, that's what I literally was just like, damn, I need to get me a Monday through Friday, like 9 to 5 that pay good. So I can get more shit accomplished because my little part-time was cute with my schedule when it was like, all right, I have time open, but now it's like I got more shit coming and I need more money. Yeah.
So what was that question I asked you before I took my potty break?
I forget.
Damn it. Do you remember, Jay?
My bad. I'm not a good host.
You co-host. Come on, man. You're supposed to remember these type of things.
No, I don't. Well, you're supposed to remember because you asked it.
Yeah.
But I'm doing everything else.
I forget what we was talking about. Yeah.
What was we talking about?
You were talking about how is it being like gay in this scene?
That's why they pay you the big bucks. Yeah, right. That's why they pay you the big bucks.
I'm gonna send you that Cash App Friday, bro.
I mean, it's cool. I appreciate everything. Like, it's a lot of people I think when they go through shit, they're like, damn, I wish I never went through that. I appreciate everything that I went through because it's tough for me to be the person that I am. Yeah. It's tough for me. Like everything I look at is just like a challenge. And like when I was saying I dropped my EP, like especially like lately, I dropped my EP in May and I was like, yo, it was like therapy for me, like literally. And I didn't really push it because I dropped it, and then like 2 weeks later, like unexpectedly, my dad had passed away. So everything, like, thank you, everything surrounding that project, I was like, I had canceled shows. I was like, I can't do it. Every time I tried to shoot a video, something like went bad. So I was like, that project to me is just like I'm just now getting to a spot where I'm like getting back into it. But now my whole outlook is like, the shit that I've been through, like losing like a parent and like still being able to like make it, can't shit touch me. Like if that didn't break me, there's nothing in this world that can break me. So it's like,
your relationship with your father?
My dad and I had a really good relationship, especially like after, like when we were, like when I was younger, of course, I was like hard-headed. You always like, I hate my parents. But it's like, yeah, exactly. Like after I got older and really like grew up and we really like crafted a relationship, I really did the project, and the project is called Diary of a Dreamer because literally I was like, I'm going to air out. The whole reason I wrote the project was like, I'm going to air out all this shit and I'm going to like start over. This was before I started therapy. I was like, I'm going to start over to like get all this out of my system so I can build a better relationship with my parents. And then it was like, I never got the opportunity to do it. Yeah. So it was like, but what we had was like great. Like once I moved, especially like every time I came home, it was like, it built like a stronger relationship. So I'm just like in that mindset now of like, if that shit ain't break me, there's nothing that anybody can do to like hurt me. Yeah. So it just really reset my focus. So now I'm coming for everybody next. Back to it.
I feel like there's just kind of an energy thing going on. Like everybody is just working right now.
Oh my God. And it was ever since that JPEG show. I feel like that's what like everybody realized.
I really just feel like it's just been since the start of the new year. It's just
and the new year too.
That shit is inspiring.
January was very hard for the kid though.
Yeah, it's a restart. Yeah, honestly, I put out Growing Pains and I was like,
R.I.P. Kobe.
I was like, I don't know. I didn't think people was gonna fuck with the song, so I was like, I'm gonna put this out, and then I always be like, I don't know if I'm finna keep doing this shit. And then as soon as like music in general, because when you like have to go through certain shit, like it's like when you have to jump over all these, it's like the black text times 10. Like being a like queer black artist who does rap, it's like the black text times 10. So it's like nobody gonna co-sign me. I'm gonna have to build this shit myself. They're gonna have to see that people are fucking with it, and I'm gonna have to put all the money in up front. And I'm going to have to prove that it can happen before anybody's going to back me. But I had to realize that. So now it's just about the hustle. It's like I got the black text times 10. And I realized that, and I'm going to make it happen.
Damn.
So it's just a process of things going now. Like now it's like, it's not about when is it going, or not about how is it going to happen or if it's going to happen. It's just like when it's going to happen. Mm-hmm. Like I just got to figure out how to make this happen because it's going to happen.
Yeah, right.
So we just like floating through it.
From you saying that just then, like that just means you never going to stop. Like,
nah. It really is. Like one time I said I was going to quit music, and then I wrote a song about how I wanted to quit music. Right. And I was like, bitch, you dumb. Like that don't even make no fucking sense. Like that's really all I know. Like I've literally done this shit since I was a kid. Yeah, I remember sitting in the car and like singing songs, and I'd tell my mom, be like, I wrote this song. She'd be like, oh yeah, and I'd be like, oh shit, now I'm like actually writing songs and shit. That's like being around places.
So like being so dedicated to the scene and just like your music and all that, do you find time to like dedicate like to your dating life and all that? I mean,
somebody just asked me this last night.
Are you a single bitch?
I am a single bitch out here. Okay. I definitely have like, I don't ever want to get in a situation where I can't give somebody everything that they deserve. And right now, like I'm so focused on my career. So focused on yeah, I know it's like I'm an Aries. I'm hard-headed as shit, and I'm not going to stop until I get it. So it's like it's definitely people. Yeah,
I dead ass usually hate y'all.
Yeah, everybody.
My sister Aries, so I know. I everything you just said. Yes,
we hard-headed.
Very much so.
You're Aries.
Very much so.
We are hard-headed. When your birthday?
High school though.
April 10th.
Okay, I'm April 13th.
Okay.
Yeah.
We used to hate each other at high school.
It's like that.
She used to bully me.
And I believe that. I used to bully my older brothers.
And now she's my editor.
Like, I just don't do that. That was Loki. Don't do that.
Now that's my right hand. That's my right hand.
Yeah, it be like that. It's very like it's a you hate us or you love us. And
Yeah, no,
if you don't love us, if you don't love us right away,
I've loved Jada.
yeah, you will.
Bubba Queen is an Aries too. Her
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Bubba Queen, man.
It's literally somebody asked me last night. They were like, "Do you take a break?" I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of shit going on, but I don't have shows for like the next 2 weeks." He's like, "That's not a break." I was like, "But for me, that's a break." Like,
me, it is also
like
a break.
me, the way I've also learned as I've grown, like the way that my mind works. If I space things out, I'll procrastinate and things won't get done. If I stay busy, it keeps me on the hustle. Bless you. It's like I have no choice but to get shit done.
Yeah.
So I like to stay busy. That's what I'm used to, and that's what works for me. So I mean, I be trying to take time, but then I'll be like, fuck it, I could be out doing something. So yeah, I don't be taking time.
Damn.
But it is
So
what it
you
is.
don't got time for no candlelight dinner?
No, fuck all that.
No
First of
Italian
all-
restaurants?
It's always gonna be there.
Exactly. That ain't
That's why
never
it's no
going to
rush.
leave.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
no
never
rush.
going to
But
leave.
you stay with a side piece though.
I don't. I really don't.
trying to
Even,
make it hot.
right,
Yeah,
like,
he trying to get you out of here.
right,
He trying to
really.
do-
He trying to get me
he trying to
caught
get
up, and it's that I really can confidently say
can
I'm
only
not
get
going to
caught
get in
up-
trouble by this interview. I'm
You
not
can
going to
only
get in
get
trouble.
caught up if you stay with a side piece.
Yeah, I don't stay with a side piece. I really don't like, and people can tell you it's very rare, unless it's 808s or something. It's very rare that I'm even out if I'm not doing a show.
Damn.
Like anymore. I used to be out a lot more, but now I'm just like,
Shit, I
I take
be
that
seeing
time
you
to
everywhere, though.
like
You be lying.
refocus. I mean, if it's people I fuck with, like I come out for their
be
stuff.
out.
But also, I be there for
out.
like an hour and a half, and I'll be like, all right, y'all, bye. Like, I'm going home.
You did your makeup all for that just to stay out for
Honestly,
an hour?
I be just doing my makeup to go out. I be like, yo, I really want to try this look. I'll be like, I ain't finna sit in the house. So that's literally like, all right, I done took
Yo,
a
that's what
picture.
my
I done
girl
showed
said.
face. Now I can go in the house.
Yeah.
Like, it's just another form of art. So I be
Yeah,
like, all right, now
my
I
girl
can go
buy
in.
an outfit because she stays stylish, by the way. I don't know
Yeah.
if you see, my girl fits to go crazy.
She be dressing.
No, she be dressing.
And it's like, I just want to do this
Just
because
to-
I want to
just
put
to
this
step
together.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, now that I'm out, all right, I'm over it. But yeah. I also too just like to be out and enjoy now, because I think when I was building shit for so long, I wasn't going to like shows or anything. So like Butch Dawson and Friends, I had so much fun because I was like, I don't get to just be out and not have to like work and like that was a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
I'll be out every now and then, but not as much as I used to be.
Yeah, but out at that JPEG show, I mean, they were really fucking with you, and every 5 minutes I whisper in your ear like, "Hey,
Yo,
you a bad
yo,
bitch for real." You
Bailey
need to
got
know
on
that.
me because I was like sitting in the back, and Bailey was like, "You a bad bitch, yo, like for real."
She
and
was
then
going
like,
backstage. I'm like, "Damn, I'm trying to go backstage."
and then like a couple days later, I tweeted, I was like, "I'm still weak off the fact that yo kept saying like you were a bad bitch for real," and then you was like, "Tag me in it." But I'm so used to, and the reason why I didn't even like put your name in it the first time is I'm so used to like people saying things to me and then being like, "Don't tell nobody I said that." So I always like, because that's when I grew up. Like that's the mentality of people. Like when I grew up, so I always be like, I don't ever want to do no. It's still times
Off
where
of
I'm like,
prejudice or
like
off of-
they be like, "Oh, I fuck with you," but like, you know, like the no homo shit, or like I don't want nobody think that I'm like trying to like talk to you type shit.
I fuck with
so
Kotic
sad.
Couture,
Like-
all homo.
Like,
100%
like
homo.
full stop.
That's
Like,
my man. Straight
like-
up like that, bro.
And that's
I
the
got
thing.
so much respect for homie.
I appreciate that,
You know
and
what I'm saying? I
so
don't
it's like
give a
I'm
fuck
still
about
getting
none of
used
that
to
shit.
it. I'm still getting used to
Bro,
like
you don't gotta
working
hide
with
that
people.
shit with me.
But that's why I fuck with like so many people that I deal with now. It's like even the people who used to be like that have like changed, because I really put a stop to it. I'm like,
I've always
listen,
been like that,
you
though.
gonna interact with me the way that I want to be interacted with, or I'm just not gonna fuck with
Yeah,
you.
right.
So yeah, I've grown out of that. But that shit was funny. That was like the highlight of my night. I was so weak off that. It was literally every
Dog,
time
because
Bailey walked past.
Every 30 seconds, a motherfucker come up like, "Yo, I loved your set," and then I just
That's
be like,
true.
"Hey, yo, but you a bad bitch for real."
It was because I was sitting in the back when everybody was leaving. Because also
And you had a nice fit on that night.
Thank
too.
you.
You was fitted.
I ain't have nothing to wear, so I threw that
You know what I
together.
would love
So I
to see?
appreciate
I would
that.
love to see Al Rogers. Shout out to you. He coming through season 3, by the way. I need to see him style. you.
That would be dope.
I would
that
love
be
to
dope.
see that.
I get so in my head about styling shit, so I'm just like, all right, let me throw this together real quick. So I've never actually like got to work with many stylists. That would be dope.
But you stay with the fits though. You stay
I be
fitted.
trying. You know, I try.
You stay fitted. You
I
got
do what
like
I
a
can.
drapey look.
Yeah, I like
with the big fabrics.
I love with the movement and the flow.
Yeah, and
you
I be
know?
having big ass jeans.
Yeah.
So like,
That's his brand.
Okay. Big
yeah, I
ass
stay with
jeans.
the big ass polo jeans.
I feel like you put something on your story the other day. You was like, "Are you wearing jeans?" Like, yeah.
You saw that?
I was like, I'm sure there's a joke here.
No, I stay with the jeans.
Okay.
Like, that's my brand. Like, oh, by the way, if anybody got a denim couch for my next video, hit me up. But anyway, I stay with the fat jeans.
Yeah, I don't like blue denim on me. I just like black denim.
I've never seen you with jeans.
I can't ride denim at all.
I
You
literally
stay with the black pants.
I literally black. Like I have
the
like
black
2.
bottoms.
Yeah,
Not
like
just-
it's
not just
track
denim.
pants. If I could wear, there's literally like a protocol to where you invite me to places. I'm like, okay, if you invite me, can I wear track pants? If the answer is yes, you have a higher chance of me going. If the answer is no, my next
a
question
black
is going to
tie,
be,
man. You
is
showing
there
up
going to
with the
be
tux?
snacks? Because if I can't wear track pants, there has to be snacks.
food.
So if I can't wear track pants and there's no snacks, I'm not coming.
So you graduated in Eastern Shore, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so prom, you went to prom.
I went to prom, but I DJ'd my senior prom.
What was your fit?
That's tough.
Okay, so I really thought I was styling. I had all black on, and I had a black zebra vest. And the year before for my junior prom,
talk about
I had a
it.
multicolor like pink,
got-
blue sequin dress.
gotta find
So you basically just shitted on
vest.
everybody.
We gotta find a picture of that.
I have pictures, but I'm gonna warn y'all, like I was
need
a
to see
totally
the
different
We
person.
gonna throw the pictures
we
up.
gonna-
No, we not.
We
Because
gonna-
I'm
pictures up. They
chunky.
coming up right now.
I'm chunky as
Right
shit,
now.
but I was
We gonna
fat
find it.
as shit
We
in
gonna
high
find
school, and I ain't have no
Wait,
facial
you was-
hair.
you was fat?
Yeah, I used to say I look like. Well, I don't want to offend nobody, but I used to say I look like just like a fat light skinned woman when I was younger. Because my hair was long, my hair was straight, like, and I mean, but that's who I was. So I was like, I always lived in it though. I always lived in it.
It's cool. No, I look goofy in high school. I had a big ass afro. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
it's
Bro,
like I mean that's
I
great.
had
That's
no
great.
facial hair.
I had glasses and I was wearing Aeropostale polos.
Yo, everybody was
shit.
wearing Air. Luckily I was.
Hollister cargo shorts.
Luckily, I was fat, so I never fell victim to Aeropostale. Never fell victim
Hey,
to
yo, stop. Yo,
Aeropostale.
stop.
Hey.
That wasn't
I
movement,
go, yeah, I go.
Yo,
Yeah.
Aeropostale got some good clothes, low key.
Okay.
Hey, yo.
I'm gonna
Bill-
take your word for
yo,
it. I'm gonna take your word for
I
it.
can't wait till Bill see this. I can't wait till Bill see this. We gonna be on your ass.
Okay, I'm gonna take your word for
Me,
it.
him and Bill Carl, we was on a group FaceTime. He had on the Aeropostale jacket. I was like, yo, we was having a serious conversation. I'm like, yo, you wearing Aeropostale?
Yo.
American Eagle. It
was American Eagle. It was Aeropostale. I was like,
Oh,
yo,
you should have
is
stuck
that
with
the American-
Aeropostale.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even have corrected
Right.
that. You should have stuck with Aeropostale.
I'm like, yo, you
How
got on
does that work?
you got on the American Eagle hoodie, my G?
Okay. So if
It
you
was
at
22.
work,
I work a real manly ass job.
but you don't want to wear nothing that you gonna get fucked up either.
Man, I be styling, bro.
Yo,
I
why
stay
do you
with the
still
polo.
why do you
bro.
still own that hoodie?
Why do I still for work?
Oh, all right.
Just be hating, bro.
I'll be fresh at work
I
too.
swear, my
Yeah.
co-hosts stay hating, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm just saying, I want him to do better.
How you feel about haters?
I
Because you got a couple bars in that one song.
okay. So another thing, I always
yo
was
said, okay, I know what you're talking about.
I just like to talk shit. Like I have this mindset that everybody is.
Your songs are very like. Damn, I just stuttered.
It's okay.
Come on. I didn't stutter all season. My first stutter.
It's
Your
okay.
songs are very talk shit centric.
They are like I'm very braggadocious. Like I
That's why I
love
fuck
to
with
talk
it.
my shit
Yeah, you a
because
bad bitch on the
it's
mic.
like I could never play sports when I was younger. I was never particularly good at school. I was never good at anything except writing. So this is the equivalent of like
I feel like you go crazy at volleyball.
Nah, I didn't. I don't like people telling me what to do. And then like, cause then if you like, especially when I was in high school, if I'd have got hit with the shit, I'd have been ready to fight. Like off grid. I'd have been like, yo, just hit me with this fucking volleyball. Like,
Y'all
yeah.
can step outside.
So I like to talk my shit. And 9 times out of 10, it don't even be like towards a specific person. I just like to talk my shit.
Yeah.
I mean, some people like to rap about certain things and I like to talk shit. I like to brag about how I'm the shit. So it's my thing. It's what I do.
So what's coming in the future for Kotic Couture?
What is coming? I have a lot. Definitely
Hold up.
picking up.
By the way, I am so fucking drunk right
Yeah.
now. Anyway.
I'm just working on music. I'm dropping things. I'm gonna be around this summer doing some different gigs and things. So
You coming hard.
I just be around. You know what? I'm definitely this year. I'm definitely on my behind the scenes shit too of like solidifying deals and making things happen. So really, right now I'm
You have
I'm
artists on
hustling.
version, right?
Say that again.
You have artists like rap artists on
Nah, it's just bless you.
Fuck, thank you.
He allergic to your bullshit. That's why he keeps
that's what
seizing.
it
It's just a dance party. The only time we've ever had anybody come through and perform at Version was TT the artist. That was the only performance we've ever had.
Occasion.
Yeah, and we was
Artists go crazy.
she just got a film. So shout out to TT because her film just got picked up by Issa Rae.
She went crazy at that Kaylee.
So so we were filming for the film. So version gonna be on the big screen, which is dope.
Ooh.
I can't wait.
So yeah.
You was voguing your ass off last night.
And you know what? I wasn't even going hard because the floor was wet. I was
Oh,
like,
shit.
I was like,
You was
I'm gonna keep this.
ass.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna keep this real cute. Like that's what we came up in. Like when I went to the Paradox, another thing I think that people think is like we only was like when we had third Saturdays, that was the LGBT night, and everybody thinks like white gay clubs like dance music and all that shit. That's not what the Docs was.
Nah,
you was hearing
at all.
Gucci, you was hearing the hood shit, you was hearing
I love
hella
that hood
Nicki,
shit, though.
hella Lil Wayne, everything in like the main room. But then the Docs had a back room called the Chamber where it was just like voguing and shit. So that was like the culture that we grew up in. You out here and you fucking two-stepping and you walking through the pathway and then you go over and then you vogue and you walk your little runway and then you come back and you cranking the Soulja Boy. Like that's just what I came up in. That's very much the culture that like helped shape me. I do. I love purple. Purple, one of my favorite colors.
So it wasn't Ewing. It wasn't Patrick Ewing.
No, I don't know shit about sports. I don't know. And they was
Keep it-
they was on sale.
Yeah.
I got 3
that's
pairs
true.
of those.
Oh, okay, everybody love these shoes. I also love like shoes that's like exaggerated because I'm
Yeah.
like tall
'Cause, like, with
and
the
I'm not
fat
small.
tongue,
Yeah.
with the
So
fat
it's like
tongue,
all the
yeah.
exaggerated shit like Jeremy
feel you.
Scott's. Jeremy Scott's. I got one pair of
used to
Jeremy
have an
Scott's.
Adidas,
Yeah.
and it said Adidas. Like
On
you know,
the-
the big
yeah.
letters. I used to have them. I gave them to my man's Pablo TGM. You don't be wearing them in your Trillers, by the way. You be hating, bro. Put them
I got
on
the
so I can tag you.
I got the yellow and pink camouflage ones that he did with Adidas,
I know
and it's
that
like the
one.
tongue
I
is
like
like
the wings,
huge.
too.
Yeah, the
The
wings was
wings
lit.
were crazy.
So I like exaggerated sneakers. So these was dope. I saw these and they was hella
so
on
Kotic
sale.
Couture, like
I just
mean,
noticed I got makeup on my leg. Don't read me, y'all.
And yes,
I was doing makeup before
you
I
know,
came here.
not your government, but your scene government.
Yeah.
Kotic Couture, you know what I'm saying? Are you shitting on these bitches 2020?
You know, I'm shitting on everything that I did in the past in 2020. I don't expect nobody else to like compare themselves to me because I don't compare myself to nobody else.
Big bow
I'm
movements.
shitting on the things that I've done in making bigger and better movements.
Big bow movement.
Definitely. I want everybody to win. I think it's a rare breed of people like of when I was coming up who want everybody to win.
Yeah.
It's enough out here
I
for
love
everybody
I
to
was
be
just about
eating.
to say that.
Yeah.
Honestly, everybody
I love-
can.
Everybody
get
can
it
eat
right now.
out here. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I like
anybody could go crazy.
I just want to see everybody win.
Yeah.
Because my dad used to say, what you eat don't make me shit. Like, whatever worked for you, don't stop what I'm doing.
Oh yeah.
So,
Don't
like,
ever
I
try
love
to
to
ride
see
the coattails
everybody-
of
yeah.
another artist.
I love seeing everybody win.
Yeah, big fact.
So I just be out here hustling. I'm really like trying to DJ more too because I like talking shit on the
you know,
controller,
I first
too.
thought you were only a DJ.
That's what a lot of people think.
That
So
was
that's
the
why I was
that
like,
was the misconception I had.
everybody be like, oh, you just a DJ, and then they'll see me
You
host
just get the
something. They be
crowd
like,
hype, yeah.
oh, you host. And then when they see me rap on some shit, like especially after Bill brought me out for 808s, because I'm sorry, I don't perform at the Crown no more because they sound be shit. So, but
Yeah,
also,
they made that exception.
Yeah.
also, I'm gonna need them to upgrade because I ain't got no problem with coming back to the Crown because that's where I came up in. But it's like it's still a good demographic, but my shit is like I want it to sound a certain way. But then when I pop up on a show at the Crown, people are like, "Yo, I ain't know you rapped."
Yep.
Even like Second had like follow me on Twitter.
You know
and
Second Gerard?
Second was like,
That's
I
my
fuck
man.
with your Twitter, like you hilarious. And then like I guess he saw like a tweet of my EP or something, and then like messaged me like 3 weeks later and was like, "I'm an asshole. I didn't know that you did music. When I told you like I fuck with your Twitter, I just thought you was mad entertaining." I was like, "Nah, like that's fine.
really my
That's
brother,
fine.
though.
Yeah, he's dope.
Second, yeah, he's actually on episode 6.
Yeah, he's dope. He's
Yeah,
dope.
that's my guy, man. I known him for like 10 years.
That's why y'all motherfuckers was putting each other through tables at Otterbar. Yo, they was trying to carry y'all on Twitter, low key. I was
That's so
bagging
funny as hell.
up. I was back. But you know what?
was trying to flame us?
They was trying to flame y'all. But just like in general,
in the DMs.
no, just I feel like they was like flaming y'all in the replies. But it was
when Tromac quoted him was like, "Go ahead."
no. Tromac funny as shit.
I love
Tromac
that.
the ultimate troll. Like he always gonna troll people on the internet, and I love it.
He just-
But
yeah, that's a good
the
dude.
thing that I like too about that is like, a lot of people lost the performance element. So even if you're doing some like wild shit, like it's entertaining.
I put that
It's
man
called a
through
show.
a table.
It's called a show for
What?
a reason. Like
Y'all are some bitches.
Yo.
Y'all just straight do the song and get off stage.
And I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Whack.
I saw because I follow a couple of the security guards from the auto park. They was shook by the shit. Like they was not
They
ready.
know what to do.
They was not ready to see y'all
The
put
table?
somebody through a table. So it was like watching a couple of them be like, these kids definitely just put somebody through a table. And I saw the video of that shit. Like this is wild. And I was like, yo, this is hilarious.
Tables.
That was funny. That was a
Yeah.
that was
That was good.
that was a
That
good
was
look.
good.
That was a
Okay,
good
that's
look.
good
That
look.
got the cosign. That was a good
Listen,
look.
yo, this is episode 10.
That's a big number in podcasts.
I hate you.
That's a big number.
Episode 20, if you want to count season 1.
Oh, that's a bigger
This
number.
is episode 10, season 2 of Bailey and Friends. We got Kotic Couture in the building. You know what I'm saying? Big shouts out to my homie, man.
Thank you.
Fucking guy,
If I stab
man.
you, my bad, because you know I feel
We
like I
had a
did once.
great- we had a great conversation. You know what I'm saying? We spoke on politics of the scene. We spoke on his new work coming out. You know what I'm saying? The history of the Baltimore art scene, everything. I'm too drunk to even do this outro.
Wait, was it just juice in the Everfresh?
No.
I figured because you know
No.
Everfresh is nothing that nobody drink on purpose, like by itself. Like if you see Everfresh, you know that there's alcohol in there. And then as you
Yeah.
said I'm drunk, I was like, you was really taking that shit like it was orange juice. So I was
Yeah,
like,
no.
I believe this, like
I'm like a serious
1000%.
alcoholic, and it's low key gonna like disintegrate my potential.
I thought you was gonna say my
Yeah.
liver, but I was
too.
like,
That
the
too.
potential as well.
That too.
But if you know that, that's something you
Swan
can.
get along because we're both alcoholics.
Where
much so.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
I have
a lot
a
of
serious problem.
A lot of times people ask me if I drink and if I smoke, and the reason I don't is because I knew that this is what I wanted to get into. And I was like, I just know me as a person. If I ever got into that shit, I know it would be like detrimental to me.
It's seriously
So-
affecting my life, and one day it will be my downfall.
Oh no, that should be making me stronger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, see, I'm the opposite.
hold you, yeah.
I'd be ready to fight. I would be
because,
ready to
like,
fight.
The theme of this podcast, and obviously I got it sponsored by a beer company. Shout out to Brown About Town. The theme of this podcast is like, you know, beer and like getting drunk and all that. But like
I'm sorry, I
it's
fucked
ruining my life, and you know I will slowly die one day from this shit.
Maybe you should stop then.
I think that's a good. I think
You know?
that's a good
I consider it, at
recommendation.
least.
Listen,
Or
Shout out-
recognizing it is the first step.
It is, yeah. You know,
So,
growing.
Yeah.
Put the work
Growth.
through the next one. Yeah.
nah, I'm just fucking myself up.
Oh.
Listen, you know what I'm saying? This
True.
is the season 2 finale, bro. What? Okay. Shout out to Brown About Town. Shout out to Shido. Shout out to
wrap this
Maurice. No. We got to
Good,
do
good. All right,
we
yeah,
got to
nah,
wrap
go,
up.
go,
We
go.
Y'all
gotta
about to
wrap
cut
up.
your mic.
They should have cut my mic a long time ago. Anyway, shout out to Bushido, Maurice, Scarlett, Jack Radier. Who was episode 4?
Wait,
So 4
Merjani,
that was
King of the Jungle.
Yeah, we got Girl You Crazy, Xavier Gibson. What was that, 5?
That was fun.
That was 5?
That was
shit.
5. Luke
you didn't know
Harold.
what's going on.
I pay her.
Okay.
Luke Harold, and Second Gerard.
Yep.
And then what was episode 7?
John Tyler?
John Tyler, Ange
Dope.
the Alien, and
Dope.
Jupiter Productions.
Yep.
And then who was after that?
4K Michael.
4K Michael.
4K
Yeah.
Michael.
I'm in good
Yo,
company.
what is-
I'm in
Yeah,
good
yeah,
company.
Yeah. 4K Michael and Logan. That's my bros. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They about to go crazy 2020.
Kadeem was after that.
Kadeem Lamar and
LSD.
Never dope.
LSD. That's the homies. You know what I'm saying? They about to go crazy. You'll be everywhere. He probably in fucking London right now, motherfucker. Stay with the plane tickets.
Yeah, he Mr. Worldwide.
And then we doubling back. This is the episode finale. You know what I'm saying? Episode 10. We got Kotic Couture. I've never been this drunk on a podcast.
Well,
Never in my life.
celebration. It's a special occasion.
Yes, sir.
I came
Hope
out
I
the
don't fall
house.
off the rails. I'm about to drive home. It's a 30-minute drive.
Cut that out.
It's a song.
Cut that out. Cut that out.
Hey, yo.
Listen,
I pleaded fifth, bitch. I wasn't here for that part of the conversation.
I want no
I feel
involvement.
you know the fucking the gift where the nigga just disappears, like he just
Yeah, okay.
disintegrates. That's me right there. I was not here for that part. I lost that natural. I left that National Bohemian. That's when I was going. I was
shout
out.
out my man's OMG, it's Kyrie, because he
Oh,
launched
yeah.
all this shit. He was the first episode, you know what I'm saying? He made me believe that this shit was possible.
He also one of the most supported people ever.
Yeah, I mean,
wait, is he not a comedian?
Yeah, he's a comedian.
Okay,
yeah,
okay. I think I follow him on Twitter.
Yeah,
I follow him on Twitter.
Yeah, that's my bro.
Yeah, I mean all motherfuckers from Twitter.
Yep.
He's a great guy, man. Really special guy. You know, shout out to him for just making this shit make me realize that this shit was possible to do. Shout out to all my sponsors, Nudity, Strength in Numbers, and National Bohemian. You know what I'm saying? I'm a serious alcoholic, so that means a lot that a beer company sponsored me.
We're gonna get a water sponsor for season 3.
I need a NA sponsor.
Okay.
That's the sponsor
You need a
I
life
need.
sponsor.
Okay.
I am so drunk right now. I've never been this drunk. Shout out to
Uber, because that's how you get home.
I'm driving myself home.
Okay.
Shout out Jaina. Shout out my man Jax.
Yeah, shout out Jaina. Hey,
Jack's cooler right
hey,
now.
Jaina,
He was wild when he
With the
first came
paw,
in.
yo.
Yeah.
say one random word right now. Go.
Hi.
It was one. It was one.
We did 10 episodes in a month.
In a month?
I just need a
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild.
No.
Guess?
That's
At the
wild.
beginning of the year, he was like, "Yo, shit is about to be hectic. Like, just
Yeah.
get prepared." And I was like,
Yeah.
"All right, bro."
That's
what happened?
wild.
We almost
here.
we almost broke up.
Damn.
No, it was a week ago.
That's season 3, episode
I
1.
won't even lie. He was pissing me off the other day. Like, I was like, "Yo, I'm not even trying to talk to you."
That be me. Like, I am a firm believer in taking breaks from people.
Yeah,
Like,
you
I be
got
like,
to.
look, you getting on my fucking nerves.
No,
Give me
believe
like
it.
24 hours.
Jaina's not seeing the vision. The vision.
Were you
See?
sober when the vision came across?
No.
Okay, so
He's never sober. He's never sober. ever.
I'm drunk at work. I be on a forklift fucked up.
That's
Yo.
I could catch a DUI on a forklift.
That's not.
don't say,
But
don't
listen,
put that.
Basically, what I'm
He
saying
bring
is,
himself fired. Okay.
I'm falling apart. I'm extremely depressed. EP in the summer. What you got coming on? What you got coming on in the spring?
We're taking Bailey to therapy, and then after that, okay, and Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Yes.
remember the Serenity
Please.
Prayer. You gonna get the Serenity Prayer tatted on your arm.
be all right.
That's what they do at the meetings.
This is a cry for help.
Okay, but no, for real. I don't know. I'm just working. I'm trying to do a project.
Hella shows.
Hella shows.
Dropping singles.
We got shit. We got shit in the stash.
Yes,
so we're
sir.
gonna see. I'm
Yes, sir.
definitely gonna have some club shit coming this summer. Definitely some
Bring
club
it
shit.
back.
I'm ready
Yes.
to
back.
Oh, that's funny because that's the
Yeah.
title of the song. Yeah, it's gonna be some club
Bring it
shit
back.
this summer.
Bring it
Yeah.
back. Bring it back.
Yeah.
What you got
Yeah.
coming, Jay Swan? I mean, you got a show coming.
I got muscle memory. Hopefully,
By the
this shit-
time episode 5 drop, it should be the show.
it's a show right now.
Around episode
Hopefully,
4 or 5.
hopefully, I wanted to turn into a series. I was also trying to hit you up for one,
Look.
definitely, because it's just like it's
Kotic
just me
Couture
and
go
3
crazy.
DJs.
Please book him.
For now, it's like me. No, I'm not. Who else? Hotep's Move.
Shout out Khalid.
Oh, Hotel. Oh, yeah. I'm coming through.
Hotep.
No,
is
Markel's my brother. I've been
Yeah.
trying to get him on the show for a
Hotep's
minute.
is
Hotep's
really
is
dope.
dope.
I actually caught their set one time at the I forgot which venue.
Yeah,
it was really
he
dope.
nice.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
some music. I'm working on a house EP right now.
He just dropped his record
Oh,
label, Skin
wait,
Noir.
wait,
Yo,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
sure,
Skin Noir's
sure.
going up.
Skin Noir
You got
record.
house beats.
We gonna talk.
Okay,
We're gonna talk.
okay,
Yeah.
We're gonna
okay.
talk.
Yeah,
Trust
they-
me.
Yeah.
Trust me, believe it's
How's it-
happening.
yeah.
I feel like the dynamic
Trust me, it's happening.
of you two working together, that would be a really
Oh,
cool
yeah,
collaboration.
yeah.
For real.
no,
I'm
it
with
would be
it.
really
Yeah.
dope.
We'll talk.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely. I'm with it.
Hell yeah, cause yo, my fucking hard drive crashed, so I'm basically starting like brand new. But
It be like
lately,
that.
all I've been making is like dance shit.
Y'all be having
Yeah.
them problems,
We
bro.
gonna
I never
talk.
had my hard drive crash.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah, me even knock on wood.
You must have had some dope shit
producing
on
that
there.
shit.
God was
Yeah.
like, oh, word.
I ain't gonna
Yo,
lie.
fuck you.
I was trying to learn Ableton, and I put Ableton on my computer, and then I went to do a gig
You
the
produce
next
your own
day.
beats?
Yes and no. So I'm not gonna call myself a producer because people be going hard. I fucked around with GarageBand, and three of the tracks off Diary of a Dreamer. I did Grammy Speech, I did Purple Hearts, and I did Good Enough with like loops from GarageBand. So I can fuck with a mean loop, but I can't produce nothing. I'm learning.
Yeah,
but Ableton is hard. Ableton
I don't
is
know
hard.
if you saw my new video that just came out.
I saw the preview of it, but I haven't like seen the whole video
Yeah,
yet.
you don't be supporting. You
Damn.
Nah, I just told you I listened to your whole EP at work, and then I listened to the same song 4 times.
It's crazy, right?
It's a full length.
Well, I call everything an EP. Don't do me like this. I support. I know
Kotic
that Handle
Couture
Part
ain't shit,
3
y'all.
was the last song, and it
Kale
goes
shit,
off.
y'all.
I'm gonna tell you that from
Listen,
jump.
Jaina is literally about to shoot us
Right,
now.
yeah, you're right.
We need to
I'ma
go.
shut up.
Like,
We need to get out of here, man.
she's about to kill everyone.
Okay.
This is the season finale of Bailey and Friends. I've never been this drunk before.
We signing up. You said that 3 times now.
I drank about a pint and a half. I'm very drunk.
And that's
Yeah,
and that's it.
We're gonna get some water in you.
And that's
Yes.
it. You know what I'm saying? My finger just exploded on the ride here. Thank y'all for supporting this podcast. You know what I'm saying? But I also do music. I had an infection in my finger. It exploded though. Season
Part
1 is
4.
out now. Season 2 is gonna be available on all streaming platforms. But y'all already know that because y'all listening to it right now on Apple Music and Spotify. We
Shout out
here.
Anchor.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We here.
We out.
Shout the call.
Yeah,
Bro,
thank
please
you.
dap me up
Thank
one
you.
more
Wait,
time. Yeah.
is the busted finger on that hand?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the reason I don't like dapping motherfuckers up. That's the reason.
Motherfuckers
be having
That's the
infections.
reason. They be dirty. But
the
yeah,
fuck?
this is the season finale, y'all. I'm probably gonna die before this episode.
Oh my God.
We out.
Yes, sir.